Hi, I'm Hillary Stevens, and I'm working through the Lincoln IU 12 to create this video. I am here to teach you about Nearpod. Nearpod is a great resource that kids can use and teachers can use to basically make your PowerPoints and Google slide decks way more exciting and more engaging. It also is very useful for the virtual teaching. So if you are doing some of your COVID virtual teaching, it is really nice because you just give the kids a code just like Kahoot, and they're able to do the whole PowerPoint with you. It's either student-led or teacher-led, and it's very, very interesting to see. There are activities that you can add. There's drag and drop feature that they just added, and there's lots of good stuff. So I'm going to go and log in. You have to sign, if you need to sign up for free, and you can get into the Nearpod database. Some school districts are paying for different applications on Nearpod, but really a lot of the free stuff is available to you. So I'm going to log in over here. And when I'm logging through Google, just because my school district is Google, and depending on your school district through the different IU, they can help you out to figure out how to do that. So when I get into Nearpod, I go directly to my lessons. And right here, I have some lessons on music history. I have and I have a lesson on STEM sports. I also have a lesson on the romantic time period for music. And I'm a music teacher, so I have a lot of different ideas with that. Over here, my district pays for different things like digital citizenship and social emotional learning. So they already have content that is uploaded. But in this Nearpod library, there are millions and millions of different amazing things. So you can go by subject area, you can go by grade level, and you can just search. So if I want to search on something about, I don't know, fruit. Here are the different things. So here's an English language, future, my favorite fruits. And you're basically learning to write about and describe fruits with the to be verb. So as you can see, there are things like just typing in the word fruit. All of these different things come up, and you can see that there's a lot of different activities that have been uploaded into the Nearpod library. I absolutely love that feature. But before I do that, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you a Nearpod that I created. So this is a PowerPoint that I created a long time ago for music history, and back in probably 2010. So I created it about 11 years ago, and I've been able to update it and download it as a PDF. So I downloaded my PowerPoint as a PDF, and then I uploaded it into Nearpod. So it took a bit for it to upload and download, but once I had it all as a PDF, I uploaded it in, and I can go in and edit. So if I click edit, all right, here's my editing tool. It's going to take a bit because there's lots of slides. So here are all the things. So you can add content after each thing. So here's my slide, and then I put an open-ended question. Here's my open-ended question. So my open-ended question was, name as many reasons as you can that people listened to ancient music in the ancient times from the highlighted Cami document. So I had them open up a Cami document and give me some reasons for music. All right, so that's just one example of what they look like. I'm going to make me a bit smaller so you can see more stuff. All right, so then there's a collaborative board. So instead of doing Padlet, which a lot of you may know about, you can make a collaborative board, and they could add their own Post-its to it. So name as many countries as you can from that PDF. So they would go back and use that. Okay, you can add videos from YouTube. So if I wanted to just add a video to watch, it will either watch on just your screen, or if you're teaching kids virtually and or hybrid or whatever, you can have them it would blast out to all of their computers, and they would watch it live all together. And then when the video was done, basically they would kind of tell you, and then you could go on to the next thing. Or you can just go on to the next slide, and it will stop their video automatically. All right, so we go down, you can add pictures, you can add a poll, Okay, so you can have a poll. So instead of using Mentimeter and going out of the website, you can just add a poll. So do we use do in our solfege? Do you like do or do you like oot? Because back in the ancient medieval times, they used oot instead of do, just so you know. So there's oot. And so then you can save the question or you can add another answer if you'd like. And that's just a poll, just to get their ideas. All right, you can add little quizzes, you can add videos, collaborative boards, open-ended, as I said. You can add web content. So if you want to have them go out and see different websites, you can have them go to a different website. You can add audio in. So if you just have an audio that you want them to listen to and basically use that, you can do a memory test. So you can have them basically match the word to the picture or the word to the vocab word, which is very cool. You can another web content. So I had them go out to a website to play instruments, and you can also draw, which is the coolest part. I don't know where my drawing. Oh, here it is. Draw it. So here it is. So I think this says something like, please draw what medieval time period looks like. So that says timer. But anyway, so you please draw how you would describe architecture from the medieval time period. All right. And then you can add images. They can add images on top, and it would just go out to their screens. And you can also add a timer, which is the best part. So if you don't want them to take forever on a question, you can use a timer. So I always give them about 3 minutes to do questions, or I give them about 7 minutes to do like open-endeds if they're harder. And collaborative boards, I give them probably 5 minutes just because it depending on the question. But that's one of the coolest part. So if I wanted to, like after Beethoven, I would just go in and click between the two slides. All right, add new, add content. So you can add a video, another slide. So if you want to create a new slide on here, you can add vocabulary videos. You can add Nearpod 3D, which is like almost AR, VR, pretty cool stuff. You can add simulations, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but definitely look it up and figure that out because that'd be cool. BBC videos, they're like good approved videos. And then you go down, there's slideshow. You can add pictures, like a bunch of pictures together, audio, PDF viewer, and the web content, as I talked about before. If you click on add activity, add new, and you hover over activity, time to climb, that's like having lots of questions that get harder and harder and harder. Drag and drop, so you can drag, maybe if you're putting the pieces of a cell or something together, you can say, okay, here's the drag the word nucleus to nucleus, or drag the pictures on top of each other. So that's pretty cool. Open-ended question. So again, as I said before, matching pairs. That's the matching thing that I talked about. The quiz, you can link them out to Flipgrid, and they can do a Flipgrid on top. Draw it, collaborative board we talked about. Poll, fill in the blanks. So that's like a question that they have to fill in, and then memory test again with the basically figuring out the different pictures and stuff like that. So very cool content. And you can also link this all with Google Slides. So if you go into Google Slides, so let's say I'm in Google Slides. Okay, and I go to Google Slides. I have a lot of Google Slides decks, so maybe I want to do something with, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I want to do world national anthems. So here's my world national anthems slide deck. If I go into add-ons, I can add Nearpod as an add-on. So then when you're in Google Slides, it basically will talk to Nearpod, and then you can put the activities in between the different slides. So that's another way to do it. It's a little more clunky in my opinion, but if you definitely want to start using Nearpod, I definitely recommend downloading your whole PowerPoint as a PDF and then uploading it as a PowerPoint, or downloading it as JPEGs. So you can do that as well. All right. So those are the best things with Nearpod. I hope that I've given you some ideas and hope that I have helped you out with not being as scared with Nearpod as you may have been in the past. So hope that you get something out of this, and I wish you good luck on all of your assignments in this IU class. Have a good day. Bye.